Hello and welcome back to another Good Game Nation video where we bring you everything TCG. My name is Sam and I'm here back with another One Piece TCG update, and we have news. But you knew that by the video description. So let's get right into it, and we have more Paramount War cards. And the first one up after is Sanji, the next leader on the list. Sanji is a green-blue leader, 5k strength for life, and once per turn when you play a character card with no original effects from your hand, if you control 3 or less character cards, make up to 2 of your Dawn active. This effect is really cool, and a lot of the circles that I'm in is very excited about this card. A lot of really cool combos can come out of him, and even looking further, he's not restricted by any specific type effects or any specific cards for this set. So he'll definitely be very strong looking forward as well. One of the very first ones that I saw posted was with Sentomaru. You already play a lot of vanillas with the 4-drop Pacifista bot, so with that you could actually have more options to actually play him from your hand. Normally you wouldn't do it because he's kind of a hefty cost and there's a lot of other 4-drops you'd rather play, but if your 2-drop 6k Pacifista with the Sanji leader is more appetizing, maybe we can see this leader being played with that combo as well. So yeah, Sanji is very exciting card going forward. The next leader and the last leader we believe to be shown is going to be Garp, red and black. The next combination here, Garp is again 5k for life as most dual color leaders, and Garp has the effect your turn when a Dawn is attached to this leader or your characters, reduce the cost of up to 1 cost 7 or less enemy character by 1 for the turn. So this card has weird synergy. There's not a lot of other red cards that have this ability, or none to my knowledge. So the cards that are going to be in between are going to be probably the heavy hitters. You're probably going to play a lot of the red drop heavy hitters or maybe some of the support. We haven't seen a lot of the black cards yet, so it's really hard to gauge how good black is yet. And if black has the ability to support the heavy hitters, red does have a lot of really cool supporting cards like Otama and the Nico Robin, and another card later on in the set as well that I think could be very played. So yeah, we'll know more, I think, about the strength and placement of Garp, but he's definitely exciting. I like the idea of combining red and black. Nice. Next one is more weirdness from green. You know, we talked about it when we saw the Carrot. Carrot really doesn't fit the Paramount War arc because she doesn't appear. And now we have a film Robin card. And Robin is a 3-drop 4k. She has the ability to, well, on play up to 1 cost 2 or less film or straw character from your hand. Also plus 1000 counter. Again, this card feels weird. It doesn't seem like there's any real green synergy right now for the set. But if we look at cards that are already released, this card is probably really exciting for law players. You're able to play a lot of really cool pieces. You already play most of the Namis. You probably already play Tony Chopper. You might play another Nami depending on your specific list. So there's a lot of options here. You also have some Sanjis that are 2-drops. So there's a lot of cards you can play here with this Nico Robin. It's a lot of burst potential. So I definitely can see this being played commonly in the law deck. Yes, moving forward, we have Marco Phoenix, a rare. Marco Phoenix is a 4-drop 5k with blocker, and when he is KO'd, you can discard 1 Wipe Your Pirate card from your hand. If you have 2 or less life cards, you can play this card from the trash rested. Very, very to Marco. This is very much like him in the anime, and I love that his effect reflects that. Also, this art on Marco is absolutely gorgeous. The fact that he's a rare means we'll probably get an Altart as well, and Marco definitely has high potential for a gorgeous Altart. So it's really hard to tell, how good this Marco is going to be. He does cost a card in your hand to keep him in play. And when we know more Wipe Your Pirates, we can probably gauge. But I really like the idea of him in that deck. He's not very splashable because you have to discard Wipe Your Pirates. So he's probably going to be just for, this deck going forward. But he definitely has potential. Cards that are sticky, the ones that can stay on the board, always have high potential. So this is definitely a card we can look back on when we start building that Wipe Your deck. Nice. Next one is a Takashi, another Navy card. We are finally starting to see a little more here and there. Takashi is a 3-drop 5k. when one Dawn is attached while she's attacking, reduce the cost of up to one enemy character by 3 for the turn. This is a very strong effect. She's a 3-drop 5k, so she already matches most vanillas in every other color set. And she also has this really strong on play or when attacking effect. She'll probably demand a response because you're going to be able to probably kill a lot of really strong board presence with this guy. So she'll probably hit immediately, which is nice. And removing 3 from a character is something we haven't seen from a lot of cards that doesn't have a serious drawback. So when attacking with this guy, so she'll be a 6k, so your opponent has to play at least 1 to 2 cards to respond, as well as minusing 3 and probably killing it with your killing piece as well. I think this card is in a strong position going forward with the black deck, at least from what we've seen. Again, we haven't seen a lot of black, and I'm expecting there to be more black to supplement the fact that they weren't in the first set. So we're probably going to see a lot more black cards going forward. But this one definitely is definitely going forward is going to be a nice one to look at. And we have card from the actual set is Dodon Kali. I don't remember her first name, so I had to look it up really quick. Her effect is on play, look at the top 5 cards from your deck, reveal up to 1 red cost character from among them, and add to your hand. After that, return the rest to the bottom. This effect, at first glance, doesn't seem very strong. There's not a lot of synergy, at least with the set so far. But if we look at, again, the regional set and the starter decks, there's a lot of really played red 1-cost characters. Both Nami's and the Chopper Blocker are all cards that you mostly see in red decks, and same thing with the Otama. These are 4 cards that are, I would say, pretty common in the red deck. So with those 4 cards, and maybe if the counts are very high, maybe if they're all 4s or close to 4, maybe some 3s, this card could see a lot of value if you have more targets. But the fact that she probably won't have a lot of targets going forward probably doesn't make her very playable. But again, if there are more red 1-drops in your build, this card definitely could see a lot of play. Next, we are seeing more of the purple. This is a jailer. His name is Mino Koala. It's a koala. It is a blocker, 4-drop, 5,000 power, and 1 KO'd if your leader is impelled down. Gain up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck rested. So this is going to synergize with Mangala. The effect is amazing. I think gain a Dawn, and it's a blocker as well. Your opponent's eventually going to have to attack into it. So I think this card definitely has a lot of effect. And there's going to be more jailers too. This jailer beast is one of 3, maybe even 4 if we get the Finks as well, depending on what the set looks like. So this card definitely has a lot of strength, especially if we look at the next card as well. We have a Sadi. She is gonna summon the jailers. So on play, you may play a jailer beast character from your hand, and like I said, there's probably gonna be at least 4, maybe 5, like I said, depending on what the set looks like. She's also a 2k counter as well. So this is an immediate combo we see from the purple deck going forward. And we're guessing that a lot of the jailer beasts are going to be very similar. They're probably all going to be blocker at least. At the bare minimum, and they're probably going to do some manipulation with the Dawn, either removing from your opponent or adding to yourself. And the next card that we're going to look at is a vanilla. This is a regular 2-drop 4k vanilla for the Navy, Doberman. I don't think there was one in the set, so that's probably, or in the theme deck, so that's probably why we're getting the set. And it was the card they revealed. Nothing too much to say about Doberman there. But we do have an SR here. I think it's the second SR that we have seen so far. Magellan. Impel down, Magellan. On play, Dawn -1. Your opponent returns 1 Dawn on the field to their Dawn deck. This is a really cool effect. It's the first time I think we've seen effects like this where we're actually just taking away from your opponent. And as well as the second effect is opponent's turn. When this character is KO'd, your opponent returns 2 Dawns on their field to their opponent's deck. So this is a card your opponent probably has to respond to. It's a 5-drop 6k. It's not super easy to clear either, so your opponent's going to have to invest into it, and then they're going to lose in their investment as well because they're going to lose Dawn. It's a very annoying card, very tedious, very annoying to deal with. Definitely a little pest. It's going to be interesting to see what cards the synergy looks like for the rest of purple. But I like the way it's going. I like the differences in what the combos and the cards are going to do. I think that's cooler than always just ramping. This is going to be taking away instead. So it's a pretty cool concept. I hope the execution going forward is good as well. And we get alt art for the card as well. Immediately the next post was an alt art, and it's gorgeous. He looks fierce here. The Hydra's in the background. His coolest attack, so definitely a great artwork going forward, and makes me excited to play the purple deck for sure. And we have this event card as well, which is absolutely amazing. It is called Hell's Judgment, and is a counter card. Dawn -1 during this turn. Up to 2 enemy characters or leaders get -3000. The trigger effect is if your opponent's field has 6 or more Dawn, your opponent returns 1 Dawn from their field to their Dawn deck. The activated counter on this card is absolutely amazing. This would halt effectively 2 attacks. This is really nice into the Kid matchup as well that we've seen have been very popular. If you hit Kid with this, very unlikely that the kid is going to do a second attack as well. So you hypothetically could halt 3 attacks. There's a lot of restand effects in green, especially the green-red concepts as well. So again, this effect is very, very strong against those types of decks. Even in a regular matchup as well, you would halt 2 effects as well. So if there's one character card and then the leader, you would target both of them, and effectively removes 2 attacks from the turn. Very exciting card. It's cheap at 2. It's probably the most effective attack stopper now at that cost. So definitely a strong card. Definitely looking forward to giving this one a play. And then the red card that I was mentioning, Vista here, with a very strong on-play effect. Vista, when he's on-played, KO up to 1 enemy character with 3000 power or less. So it is a more effective and quicker version of the Robin. The only difference is you have the ability to search Robin with a lot of the Straw Hat search cards, and there will be more Straw Hat search cards probably in the future as well. So Robin will probably be a little bit better going further on, but I definitely can see the world where we play both. Vista is very strong at removing those small blockers that your opponent is very likely playing. And if there is a Whitebeard Searcher as well, which I'm guessing there is, this card is definitely going to be played in that deck. So this is probably the first staple for the Whitebeard deck. Very exciting deck. And then we have the Trader himself, Squad. We saw the artworks revealed a little earlier back, but we have the actual effect now. On play, if your leader possesses a trait that contains Whitebeard Pirates, spoiler, give -4000 power up to one of your enemy's character and add your top life to your hand. So this is the acceleration that we saw from the leader effect Whitebeard as well, and it can be stopped by the super rare. You can't play them in the same turn because they cost 9 and 3, but this is the effects that you would hypothetically prevent with that effect. This gives 4000 power, so this is this could be a cool kill card with Vista. This could be a cool kill card with Otama. There's a lot of different little, not Otama, but killing with Vista or Robin. It's just like the Otama. This card doesn't have counter, so that's a little difference there. But -4000 is a huge drop in power. It's just missing big kills like Kid, but anything that's around 7k, you have a strong little combos to kill here. These aren't effects that are specific to anything except this one, so we have to look at stuff like that. Vista definitely is one that we can play with multiple leaders, but this one has to be played with Whitebeard. So keep that in mind as we go forward. That is the last card that was revealed. Very exciting. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite so far. And then really quick, we mentioned the limited battles. Limited battles are officially happening. We mentioned the North American ones in the last new video, and they are here. I will have this link down in the Discord, down in the comments below. The limited battles are happening from October 29th through November 12th. And here are the tournaments. There's 3 in North America, the 3 that we mentioned. There's also 2 in Europe from Raid and Trade. And then we have 1 for Oceania at TAC Games. There's 1 for Latin America as well, but there's no links yet. We'll post if there's any updates for that. And here is the details for all that. All this will be in the description below. We have the prize support as well. Everyone that participates in at least 3 rounds will get these participation rewards. They'll get a promo pack, one of these really cool promo packs that they gave out at PAX and stuff like that. Super cool. Then there's going to be the Dawn sleeve, which is down here for your Dawn. Super cool. And then there's going to be the storage box, which is also down here. And I'm assuming you saw the Luffy. Yes, this is going to be your first and second place prize cards. We'll be getting these leader cards. And then first place will also receive these card sleeves. You're going to get 1 at random, so it doesn't seem like a good pick, but definitely a really cool prize for it as well. And then top 32, if you make top 32, you'll get 3 of those packs. So for participation and top 32, you'll have 4, which should be a set of the entirety of those promos. So top 32 is definitely very rewarding as well. But yes, we saw this Luffy revealed at least 2 months ago. We were wondering where it was going to come from. It is going to be in these limited series tournaments. So definitely check that out. There will be in the description. And that would be it for news. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like I said, if there was a card that you want to talk about more, let me know down in the comments. I'm definitely very excited about that Vista. I like all the the purple combo cards. They're very exciting. I think the potential for purple with this new style is very exciting. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.